Good morning, dear students. I'm your English teacher, Shivani Miss. Today we will study subject-verb agreement. So let's begin the chapter. So firstly, listen the word subject. What is subject? Subject is what? So subject basically is the doer in a sentence or about whom the sentence is said. Verb is what? Verb is a action word, right? Together, what is subject verb agreement? Subject, verb, and agreement refers to how the words in your sentences match. Your subject and the verb must agree in the number, which means what? For a singular subject, you have to take a singular verb, and for a plural subject, we take plural verb, right? One thing which is very interesting is to know uh, when we add s or es to a noun, it becomes plural. But when we add s or es to a verb, it becomes a singular, right? As like if we write boy and add s in the word boy, then it becomes what? Plural. But in verb, when we add s, it becomes singular. So what I have talked about is that कि किसी भी जो सेंटेंस है आपका उसमें जो वर्ब होता है, अगर आप उसमें एस या ई एस जोड़ रहे हैं तो वो आपका सिंगुलर बन जाएगा, और अगर किसी नाउन में हम लोग एस या ई एस जोड़ते हैं तो वो क्या होता है बाबू? प्लूरल बन जाता है, राइट? सो व्हाट इज सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट? सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट refers to how the word in your sentences match. Which type of the subject is, you have to choose that type of verb for that. Singular subject will take singular verb, plural subject will take a plural verb. The most important thing which I have mentioned here is नाउन के साथ अगर एस या एस हम लोग ऐड कर रहे हैं तो वो क्या बनेगा बाबू? प्लूरल में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, और अगर किसी वर्ब के साथ हम लोग एस या एस लगाते हैं तो वो सिंगुलर में कन्वर्ट होता है, राइट? Now there are some rules which have been mentioned for you for the changement of subject verb agreement. Basic rule number 1 is verb must agree with the subject in the number and person. Singular subject will take a singular verb and plural subject will take a plural verb. As like she plays. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने आप लोग को बताया था क्या कि कोई भी जो वर्ब होता है उसमें अगर हम लोग एस या एस जोड़ते हैं तो वो क्या बन जाता है? सिंगुलर बन जाता है, राइट? यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं सी प्लेज. हियर द प्लेज वर्ड इज अ singular verb, and here the word play is plural because they is also plural. So according to the subject the verb will be applied in a sentence, right? Second one, with and के साथ हम लोग कैसे इसका यूज करेंगे? देखिए, two subjects joined by and is a plural verb. अगर दो सब्जेक्ट and से जुड़े हुए हैं बाबू, then we will take a plural verb in that. As like Ram and Shyam are friend. और एग्जाम्पल्स भी हम लोग ले सकते हैं इसके अलावा. As like Sita and Geeta are going to market. Are going to market. Here you can see what I have written is are. यहाँ पे हम लोग is का यूज नहीं करेंगे. Why? क्योंकि ये जो सेंटेंस है आपका, इसमें दो जो आपके अलग अलग नाउन्स है सीता एंड गीता, ये एक साथ एंड से जुड़े हुए हैं, एंड इफ टू वर्ड्स आर एडेड बाय एंड वी ऑलवेज यूज प्लूरल वर्ब इन दैट केस, राइट? आई होप आप सभी को समझ में आ रहा होगा अच्छे से. द नेक्स्ट वन, थर्ड नंबर पॉइंट इज विथ और नॉर. और नॉर के साथ हम लोग कैसे यूज करते हैं? verb agrees with the nearest subject. एक सेंटेंस में जब और या नॉर का यूज होगा बाबू, तो वी विल सी द नियरेस्ट सेंटेंस एंड आफ्टर दैट वी विल अप्लाई द verb. As like either Ram or his friends. Look here, the word friends. Friends is what? Plural. Therefore, यहाँ पे जो verb आई है वो भी plural है, are. In the second sentence, you can see either his friends or Ram is coming. What we have talked here is, if or nor is used in a sentence, then we will see the nearest subject. Here the nearest subject is friends, which is a plural noun. Therefore we have used the word are, and here Ram is singular, so we have used is here, right? आप लोग इसमें से भी मेंशन कर सकते हैं अपने कॉपीज में, और ऐसे तो आप लोगों को नोट्स भी प्रोवाइड करवा दी जाएगी ग्रुप्स पे. एंड द फोर्थ वन इज indefinite pronoun. As like each, everyone, someone, somebody, these all will always take a singular verb with them, right? कभी भी each का उपयोग हो, everyone हो, somebody हो, तो उसमें हम लोग हमेशा ही singular verb का यूज करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, everyone is ready, somebody is on the door, somebody is on the door, right? So here the word each, every, somebody will use a singular verb, right? Now the next one is collective noun. Usually take singular verb. Collective noun will usually take a singular noun, which means what कि collective noun अगर कहीं पे लगा हुआ है तो अपने साथ हमेशा ही क्या लेगा? singular verb ही लेता है. For example, here the team is winning. और इसके साथ साथ और भी कुछ collective nouns है, जैसे jury है, bunch है. ये सब आप लोगों को मैंने noun वाले चैप्टर में भी पढ़ाया था, right? Next one is with each and every. Singular verb is used. With each and every, also the singular verb will be used. Must remember that the collective noun will always use a singular verb. Each and every will always use a singular verb. For example, each student has a book. Here the word has is a singular verb, right? And the next one is fraction or quantity, which means what? If we are writing something in fraction or the quantities have been mentioned, then the verb will depend on the noun after of. जो वर्ड ऑफ है उसके बाद जो नाउन रहेगी उसके ऊपर हमारा जो है वो verb डिपेंड करेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हाफ ऑफ द केक इज eaten. Here the cake is what? It is singular verb, therefore is has been mentioned here. And half of the students are what? Plural, therefore are is used. Okay, next 8 number, with titles, subject names, singular verb is used. If titles or the subject names are mentioned, then we will always use singular verb with them, as like mathematics is, Hindi is, these type of things. Ninth one is distance, money or time. If we are talking about distances, money or time, we will treat them as a singular noun, right? And therefore जो वहाँ verb use होगा वो भी singular ही रहेगी. For example, 10 kilometers is a long distance. Here you can clearly see is what is it? It is a singular verb. So what we have discussed is that if there is a singular subject in the sentence, then the verb will also be singular. And if the sentence have a plural noun, then the verb will also be plural, right? And the most important thing which I have mentioned here is that when s or es is added in a noun, then it becomes plural, right? The second point, when s or es is added in verb, it becomes singular, right? For a plural verb, we use the exact format of that verb as like play, run. इन सभी में अगर एस या ईएस जोड़ देंगे तो ये सभी क्या बन जाएंगे, ये सभी सिंगुलर बन जाएंगे. बट अगर कोई नाम है किसी का भी, उसमें हम लोग एस या ईएस जोड़ते हैं तो वो प्लूरल होता है. एज लाइक डॉग, इट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू डॉग्स. बेबी converted into what? Babies. I hope you all are getting my points. What you all have to do is that you all have to write these points in your copy, and the worksheet will be provided in your WhatsApp group. You all have to complete it in your book and submit in your school office. Okay, take care, bye.